What's going on, guys? Zennosh here, and today in this video of Xross Chronicle, let's talk about the PvP content, okay? How to do the arena and what sort of rewards are you gonna get from the arena and how to really use them effectively, alright? So let's get into this discussion right at the bat. This is gonna be a simple yet maybe effective guide on the arena content, especially for the beginners who are pretty much wondering like what sort of things to do in the arena and how to get the upper hand in the arena against the opponents, alright? So there we go. So first of all, let's look into the reward. Obviously, by just repeating the PvP battle, you will be able to claim this medal token, or let's say the duel token, which you can exchange for the character beads in the craft section, okay, which I'm going to teach you a little bit later. And right over here, guys, you can also claim some rewards after being competitive in the weekly ranking, like this category right over here, and the amount of gold that you can receive is really good as well, which I think is pretty great. The next one is going to be the best ranks. If you actually manage to get like this kind of rank, then congratulations, you will be able to receive a humongous amount of gold, star stone, plus this option adjuster as well, which obviously is going to be very useful in getting the best equipment in the game. All right. And right over here, you can see that like this is my ranking. I am at the 47th ranking at the moment, okay? And the next one is going to be like, if you really want to see the ranking of the other players, you can pretty much see right over here as well. No problem at all. And you can see who is the best right over here. Wow, Momo is on the best. Jesus, okay, that's great. One of my subscribers was really telling me that Momo is going to be like, I'm like, she is the meta of the current PvP content. So, well, maybe she is. All right, so let's enter the battle. Let's see what we can do in the arena, okay? And I think it's pretty great. The uniqueness in this arena content is that like you cannot really select what sort of opponent you can actually fight with. The opponent that you can fight with will be selected automatically by the AI, okay, of the system. All right, that's it. So just click on the continuous duel and just let it happen for some few time, and that's how you are actually gonna get over it within no time at all, okay? And the next one is gonna be your team setup as well, which is gonna be very important. Your team formation is going to be very important if you really want to have greater advantage against your opponents. Try to really put up those kind of hero units, or let's say those kind of character units who will have a very good synergy with their yokai unit, okay, meaning like the human unit and the respective yokai unit will have a very good synergy, okay? For example, I have my blue dragon and I have Barong right over here. And they have pretty good synergy going on around, because like for Barong, whenever the passive, or let's say sub skill are used, the first main skill cooldown will be reduced by 6 seconds, okay? And that will be the reason why Blue Dragon will have very effective time in casting the main skill one over and over again. That is really great, isn't it? All right, and Barong will be able to stun with his first skill as well, which is so great indeed. At the same time, and Barong can actually provide some heal as well for the entire team, which is also really good for the endurance of the entire team. At the same time, you can go with the other really good combination like Anubis plus Dongi, because Anubis can pretty much float the opponent, and at the same time Dongi can actually deal some extra additional damage to the opponents who are on the fall or the float stage, right? You can pretty much also do a really good combination with your Snow Mermaid plus your Myongi, okay, because Snow Mermaid can pretty much freeze the opponents, whereas Myongi can pretty much improve the damage dealt against the frozen enemies. So there we go. That's how the synergy actually really works. And if you really can set it up really right, then you will have very great advantage against your opponents because of the chemistry going on around with your team. Better the chemistry with your team, the better they are going to perform, and you are going to have upper hand against your opponents. Please try to upgrade your units into the max level as much as possible, all right? And they will be able to perform much better. So that's what I can say right over here. So obviously I am in the continuous battle mode, so until every one of my like battle pass, or let's say the PvP pass, will be consumed, I will be in this endless repeated battle with the randomly selected opponent units. Yes, unlike any other RPG game right out there, I cannot really select with which opponent I can like fight against. Okay, so right over here guys, you can pretty much also give the manual command to your team in order to like just give them a little bit of help if they need it. Okay, so that is also really good. Obviously in PvP content guys, certain type of like disabilities like stun or making the opponents unhealable thanks to Momo. Okay, and that can be very very useful. All right, in this PvP content, what I've really found so far is that like the healing spells are very very powerful. If you can actually make the opponents unhealable thanks to Momo, things can be really really easy on your hand. Okay, and PvP battles are not really that short and very sweet compared to like other RPG games like let's say Epic 7. It's really long. Okay, and in the long battles, heals are very very necessary. It can actually play a very very vital role. All right, so there we go, that's how it's done. And you can look into the stats and many other things that will pretty much give you a very good like analysis and the report of the entire battle, who actually did a lot of damage and blah blah blah. Okay, so if you are pretty much a nerd on that one, then you can actually pretty much proceed on that factor as well. So there we go. Obviously by playing the PvP content, you are actually capable of getting a lot of rewards. Okay, especially like this kind of dual token. And some of my viewers have really asked me how to really use this dual token. So now I'm actually gonna teach you guys on how to do that. Okay, let's do this guys, let's do it. So let's go into the home section, meaning like in the lobby section. And from the lobby section, we will actually go into the crafting menu. Okay, so just go into the craft. And right over here guys, go into the beads, and right over here guys, just look into this option. It says dual token, only the beads of your character can be crafted. Okay, so that's the another condition that you also have to keep in mind. Okay, if you have a character that is in your team, then only at that time you will be able to craft their beads. And also at the same time, you can see right over here that I cannot actually craft the beads of Barong, or let's say Blue Dragon, who are the 4-star net hero units. I cannot actually craft the builds of them, so it's a pretty much limited factor right over here as well, which I think is really really not that good in my case. I mean, like PvP content or arena content usually are the end-game contents, right, of any RPG game right out there, and being bestowed like this kind of like very low tier type of rewards is not really that satisfying from the late game content. This is not really great in my opinion. Okay, and this is all we can do with the dual token, which is, I think, it's very pathetic. Honestly, I'm not really that proud of it. I'm not really that happy about it. Okay, so right over here, I already have Sekor, I already have Grim Reaper, I have Wyvern, I have Yoma, so I am capable of inventing, or let's say crafting, their beads. Okay, the best unit right over here is obviously gonna be the Grim Reaper and the Wyvern. Okay, these two units are one of the best 3-star knight hero units, or let's say character units. So if you really have them, then just try to evolve them by crafting their beads. So let's try to get some Wyvern's bead. Okay, let's try to do it. Why not? Okay, so right over here guys, to get like one bead of Wyvern, I have to spend like 5 dual tokens. So right over here guys, okay, so if I want to just max it out, so right over here, with the help of 510 dual token, I will be able to craft 55 Wyvern beads. So right over there, that's how you do it. And obviously with the extra beads available, with the enough quantity, obviously you can evolve your current Wyvern if you have, which I think is also very possible because he's pretty much a common drop whenever you are doing multiple summons in the gacha banner. Okay, Wyvern really drop very frequently, so you really don't have to worry about him. And if you really want to evolve him, which is obviously gonna be a must thing, okay, please try to evolve your character because it kind of unlocks a lot of like stats, plus the additional sub skill number 2. Okay, and that's really great as well, so try to get that one, and it's very easy as well. So this is the way how you are supposed to use the dual token. Okay, so there we go. And well, best of luck for you guys in having a very competitive battle in the PvP arena, where you will be facing the challenge against many players right out there who will obviously gonna be kicking your ass, or else or maybe in the like good hand, you might be the one who would be actually kicking the ass of the opponent. Okay, so there we go. That's how it's done, guys. Okay, and please try to form your team in the best possible way so that you can have the upper advantage, or let's say upper hand, against the opponents, and just try to bash them up really nice so that you can rank yourself higher on the tier, okay, or let's say in the ranking, and at the end of the week you will be receiving tons of gold, star stone, and some of the like option enhancement items. Okay, so there we go. That's how it's done, guys. And this is actually gonna be our last battle. So right over here in the arena content, you can see over here, this is gonna be the DPS screen right over here, that my blue dragon is actually dealing a lot of damage and my Anubis is pretty much dead. Okay, and right over here only my blue dragon and Borong is pretty much alive, and I think they are gonna be out of commission right off the bat very soon. But thanks to Borong, the survivability rate of my blue dragon has been improved quite drastically. So even after like facing against like 3 enemy units, he's still pretty much holding up his own grudge. Okay, so right over here, guys, I think just autoing it would be really fine, but if you really want to have some like manual control, you can pretty much interfere as well, no problem at all. And this is the stats that you will be very happy to just look into after the battle, just to see like who actually dealt a lot of damage, who is the one who actually got the best, okay, or let's say the man of the match or stuff like that. Okay, so there we go. That's it. This is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to keep on enjoying the contents of my channel. See you guys in the next video.